Good to be with you this morning. What an absolute gorgeous Friday morning we have to work with today. I hope you enjoyed hearing from our Parks Director, Billy, last week. He did a good job expressing some of the things that are going on in the community. We hope to be able to bring more of those kinds of things with our department heads to you. If you have further questions or comments, make sure and call and talk to us about them. We want to make sure that everybody has a say in what's happening in our community. Just wanted to mention that yesterday was a major event. I think most of you are aware of it, with the Idaho Gives, and it was a good event. There's a lot of our nonprofits in this community that truly do need our support, and yesterday was kind of a push day to see if we could get some dollars for them. And I would just suggest that we keep them in mind, even though that day has come and gone. One of the major purposes for a day like that is to make us all a little more aware of those in our community who are giving great service that are a benefit to us as a community. And I would just encourage each of you to become familiar with these organizations and support them in the ways that you can. Tonight, a wonderful event's happening in that the ISU College of Technology is having their graduation. I just want to give a congratulation to those who have participated in programs up there and are graduating tonight. That's another star of our community that sometimes we don't talk enough about. That College of Technology does a wonderful work here. They have a 90+% rate of placement of their people as they graduate into jobs that are good paying jobs. And I would just suggest that if you aren't familiar with them, that you get a little more familiar with them. And if you'd like, at 6 o'clock tonight, come up to the Stevens Performing Arts Center and participate with their graduation exercises. Also today at between 10 and 10:30, we're going to be at the Lincoln Early Learning Center, and we're going to be placing one of the last kindness benches. And if you don't know what those are, I'd suggest you find out those too. The kind community has been placing those benches in strategic places, mostly schools, where we are encouraging kind acts and kindness. And today we're going to place one again at the Lincoln Early Learning Center. That's going to be a great event. Let me just suggest that we've got a great venue just next door to the city offices in Capel Park. And a lot of tennis and softball are being played over there right now with the high schools and the college. And I would just suggest, if you haven't come over and enjoyed those venues, that you do. Some of that competition is really a lot of fun. So I would encourage you to come over and see the events that happen there at Capel Park. A couple things to bring to your attention that I have before, but some of them are winding down and some of them are getting close, so I want to bring them to your attention again. The branch chipping will happen on Tuesdays for the rest of this month. So again, if you want to be involved in that program, make sure you call and get scheduled to do that with the city offices. And again, that will end the last Tuesday in May. The election that we've been talking about, a primary election, is right at our doors now. You can early vote through next Friday, the 11th of May. And the elections office is open between 9 and 4:30. So if you desire to vote early, you've got one more week to do that. And then Election Day is Tuesday, May 15th. And if I just might make a comment about that, these primary elections are really important. Sometimes we have a tendency to downplay them, but many times in our community, those who win the primary election are the ones that win the general election. And so in a big way, we're going to be deciding the folks that are going to be representing us. But it's really important that you come out and participate with that. So I would encourage you to make sure and vote either early or on that day of May 15th. Just a quick update on our street work that's taking place. The Country Acres subdivision is coming along nicely. In the area that they've been working, they poured curb and gutter this last week. It's starting to look more and more like a neighborhood again. It's great once the processes start happening where we start putting it back together again, and that's what's happening. So we're thankful for the work that's going on over there. Also, with our Interstate Exchange, the Northgate Interstate Exchange, we let the bid on that this last week, and hopefully within the next few weeks we'll see some dirt flying up there. So good things happening in the community. Grateful to be with you. Get out and about. What a beautiful week we have coming. As I looked at the forecast this morning, it looks like it's going to be in the mid-70s to 82, 83 degrees over this next week. So get out and enjoy. We'll see you again next week.